eventually it led him to be confined in the neuro ICU because he had a subacute subdural hematoma in last year. So can you tell them about your experience that time?
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for your support, for liking, watching, and subscribing to our channel. Today we're going to share some tips for the international nurses here in the US, or some new immigrants working as nurses. And Archel will also share his experiences and some tips because he just finished the 30-month contract as an international nurse. Congratulations!
Thank you.
So we're celebrating, we're here enjoying the outdoors, and Archel's going to share today about what he has learned and to share some tips to you guys. So please continue watching this video if you're interested and if you want to know more and if it's something relatable to you. Okay? What is your #1 tip for the international nurses?
I believe that we have to, the #1 thing is to embrace the culture, because coming over from the Philippines is a lot different. One of the most important thing that you need to really embrace is the way how we communicate. In Philippines, we kind of roaming around the bush whenever we answer questions or telling something, but in the United States you have to be so straightforward, you have to give your yes or no and then explain. In Philippines, mostly specifically I'm speaking, the regional way we say things or no. Sometimes we're answering halfway, not sure yes, not sure no, but here you have to be saying yes or no, and if you're not sure yet,
be straightforward.
Yes, simply straightforward. And
okay, we both came from the Philippines and it's our first time to go abroad. What is your tip as a new immigrant or as a new international nurse working in a big hospital? So what should be your expectations?
okay,
Your experience in the Philippines was almost 13 years, right? As
yes,
a nurse.
yeah, I've been a nurse in Philippines for almost 13 years. There will be a lot of learning opportunities, so open your mind, open your heart, and take the time to read, learn. If there's something that you're not sure about, there's a lot of resources that you can tap on. You have your charge nurses, and here in America you have educators. They're the ones who are the most knowledgeable in terms of how things done correctly. So you can also ask your peers, your fellow nurses. So you have access to any policies, so just browse
The materials
browse
provided by the hospital.
browse the procedures, the instructions in order for you to do it correctly.
Yes.
Just make sure that you're doing things safely. Everything needs to be safe.
So
number
that
one
means
priority.
they will provide everything you need.
Yeah, you're provided with everything. It's just overwhelming because there's just so many.
So for you, how long did it take you to understand and be confident already?
I think in my 2 years, that's when I started to have confidence about just I'm kind of getting the hang of everything 80-90%, but there's always 10 to 20% that is open for more learning. The first 6 months was really a struggle for me, and know that it will take time for you to really be abreast and be comfortable. It's just it really takes time. You cannot force things, you cannot push things.
It doesn't
in a short
happen
time.
overnight, I think, because
definitely it does not.
Yeah, we also know nurses coming from the Middle East or Singapore and in other countries, and they have a very long experience working as a nurse, but they still struggle coming here in the US. So it takes time, right?
True.
So it doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't. Yeah, you just have to hold on to yourself that you can do it. Just have to trust and believe in yourself. you have nobody else but yourself.
Yeah, in fact, Archel went through a lot of struggles. Eventually, it led him to be confined in the neuro ICU because he had a subacute subdural hematoma in last year. So
Yeah.
can you tell them about your experience that time?
Yeah, in 2019, I lost a lot of like close family members. So I lost I lost 4 people in that same year. So that's a lot to take here.
And it was the peak of winter. So
And it was also the peak of winter. We never had winter, and it's really true that when it's winter time, people are going crazy, like going into
depressing.
depression. It's really depressing because it's cold. Nobody's staying outdoors. Everybody's inside.
But the
So,
good
yeah.
thing is that here in Texas, it's not that cold.
Imagine if we're from the north and then the winter there, it will go crazy.
Yeah,
So that was really a struggle for me. But at the end of the day, now that I am finishing my contract, I'm a lot happier. I stood up and I ended up very strong where
Yes.
I initially doubted about. So now I am cross-training on a different unit.
okay, so adding to what you have mentioned that you felt depressed last year in 2019. So what is another tip for the new immigrants here so that they will not feel lonely? And what can you tell them?
Okay, so you just have to I'm lucky that I'm in an apartment complex where there's Filipino families already. So whenever we have the chance, we gather, we prepare Filipino food, and then we hang out. Number 1, number 2, keep in touch with your family in the Philippines. Do video call a lot. Reach out to your friends, whoever you are, you feel you'll be happy hanging with. Yeah, but I'm so blessed that I have Filipino friends who are all over the place here in the United States. I can tap them out whenever I feel talk to them. And they're very open. They give their time to talk to me. And one and the most thing that really helped me a lot is the encouragement of my Filipino nurses who are also working in the same hospital. When I share to them that this is what I feel, and I feel I'm not really sure about myself if I can make it here, they keep telling me that it really takes time. Like myself, I've been away. I worked in Saudi, I worked in UAE, I worked in Singapore. It really took me 2-3 years to really adapt and embrace things, and even up to this point that I'm already 2-3 years or 5 years, I still have this element of not comfortable or not confident when doing things. So they just kind of understanding how I'm feeling with the things that's going around. So that really helped me a lot. So as of this point in time, I'm still I still owe those people. Whenever I meet them after work, I always make sure that I'm letting them know that I'm thankful with their advice during those times when I have doubt about myself if I can make it.
Yeah, it was his lowest point of his life, and to have a community, it's really important. Yeah, in here we need to help one another. We need to share what we know or share what we have. So that time he was the only one who's working, and I was staying at home with with our 3 kids. So when he was hospitalized, or he went back and forth 5 times in the emergency room or urgent care, but thank God we are blessed with friends and a Filipino community who really helped us. They were there at our lowest point.
We did some donations.
Yes.
I received some get well soon cards.
Yeah, so and we are forever thankful to them. When you arrived here, you were assigned in a pediatric unit, and it's a magnet hospital. It's a big hospital here in Texas. So how did you survive? Or it's
a lot challenging.
Yeah, it's very challenging. So how did you do that?
Yeah, it's just so hard because, to be honest, I was probably one of the reasons why I got depressed is because I'm not really happy with my assignment. I was in the pediatric. I was thinking I never thought that it's gonna be like that small kids that I'll be taking care of. I kind of missed that out when I like signed the contract, and then I wasn't happy. I never liked it, so that's probably one of the contributing factors with my headaches, with my migraines. But I believe that God sends you to a place, and there should always be like, you have a purpose why God sent you in there. So it took me a while to realize what my why am I being sent there, what my mission is. Now it's only until now that I realized that it is so fulfilling to take care of the kids. In the Philippines, my kids, I just have my wife and you know, somebody to help her raise the kids. I'm just the one who like work, get the money, put food on the table. Now God put me into this situation in order for me to really like take care of children and get the feel of how it is now. It's really, and I just realized that it's fulfilling. It's something that, you know, gives you joy, especially when they go home. And it's so much fun hanging out with the sick kids. Like before, my only expectation is as a nurse with adult ministers, I get to hang out with our adult patients. But now it's different hanging out with the kids. Like you have to be kids at heart with them too. I get to like hold babies from different colors.
What is your final statement? Because it's already getting dark here. Yeah, do you want to add more tips?
Just trust the process. It really takes time for you to like understand everything, and always trust God, because He sends you to a place where you have a mission, you have a purpose, and
you have to know your purpose.
Yeah, you realize your purpose. And I'm here, like I'm realizing my purpose why I'm here, and yeah, that's it. And I'm looking forward to do better. Like I wanna cross train to like different areas, learn more, open to learning, and hopefully get the certificate to certify that you are capable of, you know, the certifications that you're getting.
Yeah. So yeah, to be honest, Archel also encouraged me to pursue my nursing career. So I just passed the NCLEX. Things are starting to fall into place, and we are hopeful of the things that are coming. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you have learned something, or you've been inspired of Archel's story or story here in the US. So I hope you will continue to reach your goals, your dreams in life.
Please subscribe.
Yeah,
also like.
Yeah, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Bye.
God bless.
See you next time.